You tell NeXtract exactly what information to extract from the report by creating a template. Let's create a new template for this report, CD Trial Balance. You select information from the report by highlighting it with a mouse and then clicking Define Field. Let's define the customer number field. Under the Report View menu, we click Define Field. We type in the field name customer number for this field and change the data type to string. Like many reports, this report has different information on different print lines. We're going to tell NeXtract how to recognize a print line that contains the customer number. We're going to select something that appears only on the line that contains customer number. It's obvious that a decimal point appears in a particular position only on the lines containing customer number. So we highlight that decimal point and click OK. Besides looking for literal values such as the decimal point, you can also use wildcards to look for numeric characters or alpha characters in particular positions. Now NeXtract knows to only extract customer number from lines containing a decimal point in column 58. Next, we will define the customer name. We click Define Field, and we type in the new field name. This field also only exists on the same kind of lines that contain the customer numbers, so we are going to use the criteria from the customer number to also apply to this line. Next, we define the CD number. We highlight the information on the report and click Define Field. Once again, we're going to select the line using the criteria from the previous field definition. We could actually select either field since they both use the same criteria. Next, we define the balance. This time we're going to define the field type as currency. The criteria is the same. Now we define the rate field. The verify function does a quick check to make sure that we're not using overlapping areas of the report. NeXtract reminds us that we must select the write function in one of the fields in order to write out the data. The reason we have this option is so that we can select data from multiple lines before writing a record. The extraction verified correctly, so let's go back and edit the fields. Let's select the rate field. We select Write Record when this field is found. That tells NeXtract that it's time to write out the data record. We can see what data will be extracted by viewing the data preview screen. Notice that some of the records have blank information in customer number and customer name. That's because the report was blank on those lines too, but we can fix it. We select the customer number field and click the Edit button. We click the option Fill Blank Fields with Previous Record's Value. Now we will do the same for the customer name field. These template options function like a custom computer program, extracting just the information you need. We click Refresh Preview to update the extract. There's our data. We right-click on the data preview to show the data preview options. Let's sort the extract by rate and balance. When we click the OK button, NeXtract sorts the records. Now we are ready to extract the data from the report and create an Excel spreadsheet. Notice that we can extract to Access, Excel, DBase, HTML, CSV, tab delimited, and even XML. We can save the template and use it again each time the report is run to do a new data extraction.